Fun Spot in Kissimmee, Florida, just south of Orlando. Here to ride, of course, Mind Blower, their inverting wood coaster that just recently got retracked and had some work done. It's a notorious rough ride, and I generally like rough wooden coasters, so I feel a little bit bad that I didn't get to ride this in its original incarnation. But that being said, it's Fun Spot. I always enjoy these parks. Definitely check out my Atlanta vlog I only shot a couple days ago for a first visit to that park, and also my Orlando Fun Spot vlog, which was shot 2 years ago, but I probably will be going later on today to Orlando again, just to do all three, as I have a pass now for 2024. If you bought one at the late part of the 2023 season, it actually allowed you admission during the holidays to all the parks. Yeah, an amazing deal. So who knows, I might be back sooner than that. We're here for Mind Blower, a legendary ride, legendary in roughness, that is, and also not that legendary in having great sight lines, as it's kind of packed in on this side. It is a very busy day. Just so you know, it is New Year's Eve here in Orlando, Greater Orlando, let's say. Now, Fun Spot Orlando is really unique in its own right. It is a fantastic park. But I'm liking the vibe of this place already. I know it's just a loop. It's a once around and you're kind of done it. It does have another side on the right that I think opened recently, but they've been doing some significant changes. So we'll definitely check it out. We've got more than enough time to do so. But to start our day, we're gonna go on Galaxy Spin. Why not? Oh no, it's not even open. Somewhat complicating our plans for credits, as this ride is now temporarily closed for maintenance. It does seem like it was open a second ago, as there was an attendant there. We'll come back and see if our luck is a little bit better a little later on. The lights are on. I'm pretty sure it's actually running. It's probably just on a break. Fun Spot does generally rotate operators for rides, so that is explainable why it's not maybe running, as I did see an attendant there a second ago, but then there was a sign saying it was under maintenance, so we'll see. Either way, Mind Blower's running, and that's all we're really here for, so why don't we go over and get that done now. Lots of great family rides for kids. To be honest, if you're looking for actual rides, you have to come to a place like Fun Spot, because most of the theme parks and even the Busch Gardens, SeaWorld parks have prioritized coasters over any other types of experiences. So you have like 8 rides in those parks, and they're usually just coasters. Here you've got 3 coasters plus a bunch of rides. So really, you're getting more bang for your buck coming to a park like this at the end of the day. If you're looking for that. If you're looking for a themed experience, well, you're not going to get that other than Americana here at Fun Spot.
Stay behind the yellow line, clear the entrance gate, and watch the step.
Its reputation. Wow, that was rough. I had a great ride though with a shy guy that was only his second time on it. I had to explain to him it's a completely different ride. Super noisy, as you can hear, rickety, wild. Is it that bad? No. Compared to general wood coasters, I didn't find it that intense, like as far as the rattliness of it. I've certainly been on worse. But yeah, that is crazy. I'm gonna have to go on it again to give a full assessment because that was a front seat ride that I managed to just swing by fluke. There's a little bit of a wait for it, so I'm gonna try to get to the back to give a real idea what this ride's about because I'm sure it's probably crazy in the back. Whew. Fun Spot is known for its go-karts. I don't think I'll be doing any rounds. They're pretty busy today. I do love my go-karts, however, but yeah, it's not a priority, let's say. But we'll see. Maybe if I can get on one of the shorter tracks, I'll give it a go. Because generally when I come to these parks, they don't have all of them open, but they certainly do today because it's so busy. Now, if I decide to go on some of these, there's obviously no on-ride POVs at this park, so you're not seeing that. And we've actually reached the other side here. Scream and Swing is running. I did not do the miniature version of this in Orlando last time, but it looks like I might be able to sneak onto this one, and I'm gonna go do it right now, so why not? I'll try to get some action of that later on when I come back from the section I'm about to go into, because that Scream and Swing was wild. I think it was about a 135-degree angle that it took you, so pretty close. I was like, is this thing gonna invert us? I've never been on a swing, an SNS, or otherwise it's actually got you that high in the air before. That was definitely not worth missing. It was excellent. I definitely may go on it again if time permits. But for now, I'm gonna go into Old Town and to see what the score is with Hurricane, as I did see it from Mind Blower. Now this is an area that they, as far as I know, took over recently. It was originally like a shopping plaza, some arcades and bars, etc. Now it just happens to be a place where there's a roller coaster in the background. We got some figures over here though. I do kind of like the feel of this area. It's got a weird sort of beachfront community feel. I'm not entirely sure what the... Like you've got discount ticket outlets. It's definitely more my style of place as far as like when I go for, you know, maybe even Palace Pier. Gives me very Palace Pier vibes without question. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the vlog, as there was one shot this August and I definitely had a great time. So far having a great time here at Fun Spot as well. So indeed, it's just a small assortment of rides here. We got a tilt-a-whirl, a kid's drop tower, a carousel, and the ride that I was worried would not be operating, but as you can hear in the background and as you will see, Hurricane is running. I've heard good things about this ride. I love the other version of it that I rode in Atlanta. A nice, tight turn, old school steel, Pinfari-like coaster. You can't beat that. It's time to get on Hurricane. Sadly can't take you on. We're not that level of vlogger yet where we get those exclusives, but maybe one day. Train mates, actually. They're still going. Woo! I gotta say, I like that ride. I like that ride a lot. what an overbank on that second drop, or after the second drop. A great curving first drop. Yeah, and all those like tight turnarounds as well. It was familiar to the hurricane in Atlanta that had that, but this is just like an overblown version of it. I know that some have said that this isn't the best fun spot, but I'm definitely feeling it. I think it's a really, really nice setup that you got going on here, especially if you like to grab like a drink and all that kind of stuff. You're gonna have to watch out, because some people that are enjoying a beverage or two are stumbling out of the shops here. It is New Year's Eve, so we do have to be wary of the fact that people are just having fun today, as they should. Okay, we're almost done the park, and as predicted and worried about, there is, I said, 4 coasters in this park. If that spinning coaster opens again, then I'm in a bit of a dilemma. Because, you know, at one point, there's a lot of cool stuff. As portrait gallery. Each of these fun spots really is a thing of its own. Right at 12:01 are starting to get their drink on. There was some important football games on today too, so yeah, it's just a wild party here in Orlando. I'm really wanting to get to joining them, but unfortunately I'm going to be doing that at Icon Park and not here tonight. So, but it so far is a really cool vibe. I don't know if it's like this all the time. I know I've seen a vlog here from before that was very quiet, so hopefully that's not always the case, because it's definitely got a liveliness and a vibe here that is completely different than the rest of Orlando. The British shop, yes, full beer is only $2.60, so I got myself a Michelob Ultra for the road. Carrying on, I gotta get on Mind Blower again, and I gotta go back to SeaWorld, and I got a whole New Year's to do as well. But my wife is at Universal Studios for the first time ever, and she just sent me a text being like, surprise, surprise, I have more to do here than I thought. I'm like, yeah, you definitely do. How have you not been to Universal Studios and having been to Florida many times? So that's been corrected. And I'm not actually going there this year because I just felt like it was a little overkill for my last trip to go again. And since we have Epic Universe opening in 2025, I don't think I'll be actually going to Universal until then. I did say get that scream and swing. You can kind of see it now. Look at the inversions, baby. Oh yeah, it gets high. Maybe it's just New Year's Eve. This is Kissimmee. This is Fun Spot on New Year's. It's a good time. Full ride upcharge attraction here as well. Okay, now it's straight onto the back of Mind Blower for my second ride. Wow, all right, that definitely lived up to the reputation. That was crazy, rough throughout. Really, like, honestly, I don't know what to think. I actually liked the ride, and I thought it was relentless. And I do like those rough and ready wood coasters, even if this is kind of getting towards like a hybridation version with retrofitting. It's still a wood coaster with topper track. Let's not kid ourselves. But wow, I don't know if I'm going to be doing another ride because that was so intense. Lots of ejector. I didn't really find that overbank too great towards the end of the ride. Obviously the inversion is crazy. It definitely gets rough right in the middle of it. Yeah, the train just basically, I always hated those trains anyway. I'd say the only fault of the ride really is the fact that the train on any wood coaster, that particular style of train, it's always been rather rough, even on newer builds. So yeah, I think that maybe if they actually replace the train, as many people have discussed in the past, maybe with a Millennium Flyer train, this coaster may be saved with some of that roughness. But yeah, it is definitely rough and ready. But if you like a wild wood ride, that's definitely mind blower for you. It's crazy. Trip where I'm covering about 8 theme parks, half of which I've never been to before, and a couple of favorites as well. I never would have expected that Fun Spot Kissimmee, the last one that I had to visit, would have been as impressive as it has been. I love this place. It's really just laid back, clean, fun, smooth, easy fun. As the slogan goes, there's an extra word or two in there, but it's all true. It's a really good vibe. Maybe if you don't like marijuana smoke, you might not want to come here because unfortunately you definitely get a whiff of that on Mind Blower as the parking lot is right next to it. So I gotta be honest, that's just what was going on over there. We really had a tremendous time, and I'm off to another fun spot right now because it's near my hotel, so it makes more sense. And yeah, it's New Year's Eve. It's time to get the party on because it's gonna be a wild one tonight. Florida is definitely feeling it. It's a Sunday, it's football season, it's all going on. That's besides the point. Here at Fun Spot, definitely recommend this place if you have families, if you want to do Mind Blower. That was 3 rides I did. I did another ride in the middle of the train after my front and back. To be honest, that's going to be one of my bucket list or one of my guilty pleasure coasters because I found it actually not as rough as people had complained about. Generally, coaster enthusiasts, younger ones, let's say, always complain about the roughness of certain rides, but me being a more seasoned traveler over the years and having dealt with really rough ones back in the 80s and 90s per se, yeah, that wasn't really that bad, I don't think. I think my hair is reflecting it somewhat though. But get out here if you have been on the fence about coming to Kissimmee and doing this fun spot because there's a lot to do here. I didn't even cover some of the shops that I went into. So that is it. We're all out of power on the main camera, so no better time than now to call it a wrap here at Fun Spot Kissimmee. Needless to say, I will be back soon because I enjoyed my time immensely. Thank you, Fun Spot, for having me, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks for dropping in.